one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I know a lot of you are here for the swearing-ins, but we have to do our village board meeting first, and we'll be brief, and then we'll get to the swearing-ins. We'll call the meeting to order, the Green Island Village Board. Ann, could we have the roll call, please?
Mayor McNulty Ryan.
Present.
Executive Assistant Maggie Alex.
Present.
Trustee Files.
Present.
Trustee Jones.
Present.
Trustee Bella Kapitsky. Present. Trustee McGivern.
Present.
Trustee Vieira. Absent at this time. Trustee Lyota.
Present.
Attorney Legnar.
Could we have a motion to excuse the absentee?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Maggie's just checking if anybody signed in for public forum.
I think this person was just signing. Joe something.
Oh, that's Joe Lyota.
Oh. I'm like, I can't read it.
We don't have anything for a public forum. First on our agenda is an appointment for firefighter Jordan Jones to the provisional appointment of lieutenant in the fire department. I sent out information to all of the board members on Jordan, and I have to say that from the time the kid could talk, the only thing he ever talked about was being a firefighter in the village of Green Island. So we're very happy. I don't know if anyone on the board has any questions or comments. If not, could I have a motion to make the appointment for Jordan?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Oh, everybody wanted to fight over this.
No, I abstain.
Yes, Rick is abstaining. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. We'll have our swearing in a few minutes. Next is the approval of the minutes. Everyone has a copy from our board meeting, our regular meeting on November 21st, 2022. Does anyone have any corrections, additions, or deletions?
I have a question. On the appointment of Officer Alex Deo to the position of Sergeant in Green Island Department as a lateral appointment, it said we were provisionally appointing her. Now, as far as civil service law that I know, provisional is when they had yet to take and pass a test. If her appointment was lateral, would it necessarily be provisional?
She just became sergeant within the Albany County Sheriff's Department, so her probation period of being sergeant with Albany County expires February 4th. So as of February 5th, she will be a lateral transferred and the provisional is not necessary.
And the provisional will be gone?
Correct.
Okay. So, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? Could I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is communications and actions. We'd like to acknowledge Officer John Fisher tonight with a proclamation. And I'd like to read that proclamation because I would like it to be in our minutes. Whereas the members of the law enforcement agency in our village play an important role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of citizens in our community. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the problems, duties, and responsibilities of our police department, and that the members of our department recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, protecting them against violence and disorder, and protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression or intimidation. And whereas there are occasions that some officers go above and beyond their duties as a sworn officer to help another human being, treating them with dignity and compassion. And whereas Green Island Police Officer John Fisher did just that on the early morning of November 14th, 2022, providing assistance to get a gentleman to safe shelter and giving him the encouragement to get his health and well-being in order. Now therefore, the members of the Green Island Village Board, the Green Island Police Department, and the residents of the village of Green Island would like to recognize Officer John Fisher for his professionalism, his compassion, his dedication, not just for the above-mentioned instance, but for his 30-plus years of making the world a better place as a respected member of law enforcement. By the authority vested in me as mayor of the village of Green Island, I have hereby set my hand and have caused the seal of the Village of Green Island to be affixed this 19th day of December in the year of our Lord 2022. So I'm gonna, John, if you would come up. You guys can come up too if you want, in case he needs backup. I really appreciate all that you do. I appreciate all that everyone does. But there's a gentleman sitting out here that was kind enough to send a note to the chief explaining everything that John did that night. And let me tell you, he went way above and beyond what his duties had to be. And I'm very, very proud of you. And I'm very happy that you're a member of our police department. And I'm very happy that you retired before and came back. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, John, you did a great job.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right.
All right.
You're all red.
I know. Not used to this.
Go ahead. Hey, it's better than a complaint.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Next on the agenda is the approval of claims. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to pay the bills?
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next on the agenda is the police activity report. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next on the agenda is the fire department report. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
So
Make the
moved.
motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is the submittal of the monthly report by the treasurer. Everyone has a copy. Michelle's here if anyone has any questions. If not, could I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is the submittal of the monthly report of the Parking Violations Bureau. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion?
Your motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with CDRPC for the annual CSO. Mag, your sewers, so you want to make a comment on it?
So this is just an annual renew for the contract. There's no changes in the current contract. This basically is for CDRPC to provide us professional services to implement the projects in our long-term control plan as they pertain to combined sewers.
So can I have a motion to authorize me to sign the contract?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of setting a public hearing date for building code updates. The proposed date would be Tuesday, January 17th at 6:20 p.m.
Again, this is locally, we enforce the New York State Uniform Code. So they have made changes at the state level, so we are just modifying our municipal local law to be able to enforce such codes under the New York State Uniform Code.
So could I have a motion to set the public hearing for Tuesday, January 17th
Make
at
a motion.
6:20?
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign a renewal contract with Albany County for the Stop DWI program. This is an annual contract, and they give us $4,000 to do special details. You want to make any more comment?
No, that's basically it. We're asking for reimbursement for DWI details that we did this year.
Anyone have any comments? If not, can I have a motion to sign the renewal contract?
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Can we just shut that door? It's kind of hard to hear. Next is consideration of renewing the contract with the City of Cohoes for services of Fire Chief Joseph Fod. We did this last year, and it's been working out very good. We're making some changes in our department, and but as long as they're willing to help us out on this, you want to make any comment?
No, the contract remains the same as last year.
Anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to renew the contract with the City of Cohoes for the services of Chief Joseph Fod?
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly recap for the DPW GIPA report. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is our board forum. Now, we're gonna have a lot of swearing-ins tonight. We're also gonna have swearing out. This is
I've been
Barb's,
swearing at it.
this is Barb's last meeting as a trustee on our village board. She's been doing this for 10 years, as her father did before her. And I think your father,
20-some years, yeah.
your father would be very proud of the service that you've given to Green Island, so I'd just like to say thank you.
And my grandfather actually worked as treasurer with your grandfather.
All right.
So it's been a long.
So the
while.
Gardners go back a long way, so. So I just wanted-
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you to all of you that have helped me through the years, and I would be remiss not to remember Mike Coco, who was my rock in the beginning and kept encouraging me, so.
He was everybody's
Thank you all
rock.
so
He was a
much.
little rock, but he was a good
he
rock.
was. And thank you all for showing up for my last meeting. Thank you.
Well, we'll give you a round of applause. Our annual organizational meeting will be Thursday, January 5th at 5 p.m. right here. Our next monthly meeting will be Tuesday, the 17th at 6:20. Please make note on the board's things. It said Tuesday, the 18th. It's Tuesday, the 17th. just
She's
so-
looking good. I won't be.
Just so we make,
She won't be here.
just so we make sure. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. I have to tell you people, this is record time for doing 3 meetings here. So now we get to